If you want to see a good man fall apart in life, test him with wealth, status, alcohol, or drugs. But if you want to see a good man fall apart fast and hard, test him with the temptation of women. I sincerely believe as a Muslim that if you are silently and proactively resisting and fighting your temptation for women, you are actually unknowingly becoming a soldier of Allah. And there are two main reasons for this. Number one, for all men alike, resisting and overcoming your lust for women is one of the difficult things you can actually do in today's day and age where everything out there is hypersexualized. For you to maintain your moral purity, it takes a lot of work. And there is actually a hadith out there to support what I said. After me, I have not left any fitna, trial and affliction more harmful to men than women. Number two is the accessibility and susceptibility for men to be tempted by women. For instance, nowadays it's easy for us men to watch pornography anytime, anywhere. In contrast to men in the past, men nowadays are constantly bombarded with sexual imagery every day in their lives. Simply take out your phones in your room and start scrolling through pictures and videos of women and you are doomed. Even the poor and ugly can do this because everyone nowadays have access to phones. So consequently, this has caused men to be effortlessly incapacitated and sedated, mentally and spiritually, incapable of taking charge of their lives, creating a generation that is lost and distracted. Just like our brother Salahuddin mentions here. If you want to destroy the nation without war, make adultery or nudity common in the young generation. Remember, a warrior of Allah is someone who knows how to regulate himself in his quiet and alone moments when no one else is watching, because that act that you do in your quiet alone moments is a reflection of your true self, where Allah will judge you based on that. Do not give up and do not give in to the temptation of women in moments of weaknesses. Do not give up. Only the strong do not give up and only the weak give in. After all, a strong believer is better and is more lovable to Allah than a weak believer. And you can't be a warrior of Allah if you keep going back to your temptations after making a promise. Because why? If you keep breaking your promise, you are unknowingly showing to yourself and to Allah that your words carry nothing, carries no weight. And after all, a man is being judged by the actions, not by his words. So make loads and loads of dua to Allah so that Allah will strengthen your heart against this test. As mentioned by this Imam Ibn al-Qayyum, whoever is inspired to make dua has been destined for an answer. For men, I know that this test is extremely difficult. No one can understand this better than men themselves. But that is where the reward is. Shaitan will be waiting for you on the straight path. That is where the reward is, and it's infinite. That's why Allah said, for men, there will be maidens and companions with white, beautiful eyes in Jannah. Remember, the test of this world is worth it, okay? Everything that you see in this world, the women that you are constantly tempted with, is incomparable with what Allah is preparing for us believing men. Remember, the mindset of being a warrior of Allah is to look beyond what is apparent. For example, if you look, I know for us men, we are constantly captivated and we are constantly captivated when we see women. But at the same time, we have to remember that women that we are so in love and obsessed with, they themselves are human beings too. They are inherently filled with imperfections. These women, when they leave the house, they cannot do it if they don't put on makeup. They have to brush their teeth if so they don't smell funny. And they have to put on perfume so they don't smell funny. They too have to go to the toilet to do their number ones and twos. And also they fall sick like all of us men do. Because after all, these women are human beings. They are filled with weaknesses and imperfections like how Allah created us men. So do not let this obsession, your captivation of women, blinds you from the truth. So with that said, I hope you enjoyed this video. There's more video I'm gonna make on a weekly basis. I hope you guys support me on my journey as I want to reach as much subscribers I want to reach as much subscribers as much as possible. Okay. So with that said, inshallah, I'll see you guys again next week. Assalamu Alaikum. Bye bye.